Yes, Hamna, can you hear me? From a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the bottom and the top of a transmission tower fixed at the top of a 20-meter
Ma'am, we
high
should
building.
do 8.
You have to do 8, right? Okay, 8th question. A statue 1.6 meter tall stands on the top of a pedestal. So first of all, mark your ground. Let's say this is your ground level. So there's a pedestal, right? And on the top of it, you have a statue. So the height of the statue is given, that is 1.6 meter from here to here. Stands on the top of a pedestal. From a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the top of the statue is 60 degrees. So you take a point on the ground, you're looking at the top of the statue. So this angle is 60 degree, right? And from the same point, the angle of elevation of the top of the pedestal is 45. So you're looking at the top here, and this angle is now 45. Fine, Rida? Find the
Yes,
height of the pedestal. So you have to find this height. If I call it A, B, and C. So you want to find BC. We call it D. All right. Now in these type of questions, I'm not interested in the hypotenuse, right? If I take triangles, so that means sine theta and cos theta are of no use here. We will stick to tan theta only, right? Because sine theta
yes.
is perpendicular by hypotenuse, cos is again base by hypotenuse. So we are not interested in this side. So we stick to tan. Now, if I take tan theta, let's say in the smaller triangle BCD, just don't write like if I'm taking triangle BCD, let's say, and I'm writing tan of 45 degree. So that is perpendicular by base BC upon CD, right? Okay. Now I don't know
Yes, ma'am.
BC and I don't know CD. So how will I solve it? At least one thing I should know, right? So we can do one thing. Let's give it some name. Let's say this height is H. Let me call it H. So I can write 1045 is actually 1. So BC I'm calling H and then CD. So cross multiply. So CD, or you can call it X if you wish, no problem. Right? So H upon X. So your X will be H. Or leave it CD. I think there's no need of X here. Avoid variables as far as you can. All right. So my CD comes out to be H meters. Okay. Mark it like equation number 1. We can use this result. Now come to the bigger triangle. So in triangle ACD, again, I'm using tan. So tan of 60 degree is perpendicular by base. So 1.6 plus H meter, right? Divided by base, that is CD. Or first you write like AC upon CD. This is equal to 1.6 plus H, and CD value now I can use from 1, that is H. Is this okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So under root 3 is equal to 1.6 plus H and divided by H. So you can see I have one equation and one variable, so I can easily solve it, right? So cross multiply under root 3 of H is 1.6 plus H. Now under root 3 of H minus H is 1.6. So take H common, under root 3, sorry, minus 1 is 1.6. So your H become 1.6 divided by under root 3 minus 1. Now you rationalize it because you have square term here. So H is equal to 1.6 divided by under root 3 minus 1 multiplied by under root 3 plus 1 divided by under root 3 plus 1, right? So that becomes 1.6 into under root 3 plus 1, and the denominator is again a square minus b square, right? So that is under root 3 square minus 1 square. 1.6 into under root 3 plus 1 divided by 3 minus 1 is 2. So 1.6 divided by 2 is how much? So 0 and then 16. So 0.8 into under root 3 plus 1 is your h, right? So you are asked to find h only in this question. I mean the height of the pedestal. So that's the answer. You can conclude with a line that therefore height of the pedestal is 0.8 into under root 3 plus 1 meters.
Done, ma'am.
Yes, Hamna, I can't hear you today. He there in the class? Yes, Hamna, unmute yourself. Okay, question number 9 now. The angle of elevation of the top of a building from the foot of the tower is 30 degree. So there's a building and there's a tower. So draw the ground. Let's say that's your ground level. So there's a building and there's a tower. So tower is like higher and the building is shorter. Okay. The top of a building from the foot of the tower is 30 degree. So if you're looking from the foot of the tower at the top of the building, so market building, okay, this is your building and this is your tower. So you're looking from the foot of the tower at the top of the building. So angle of elevation is 30 degree. And the angle of elevation of the top of the tower from the foot of the building is 60 degree. So now from the foot of the building, you're looking here. And now this angle is 60 degree. All right. If the tower is 50 meter high, so this length is given 50 meter. Find the height of the building. So building height you have to find. Give it name. Let's say A, B, C, and D. So obviously there's no use of hypotenuse in this case. We will stick to tan only. So now take this triangle. In triangle CDB, because perpendicular is given, we can find base easily, right? So this is tan of 60 degree is perpendicular, that is CD, upon base, that is DB. So under root 3 is equal to CD is given, that is 50 meters. DB I want to find. So from here your DB becomes 50 divided by under root 3 meters, right? Okay. Now I got the base. Now come to another triangle. In triangle ADB, again tan. So tan of 30 degree this time. Perpendicular, that means AB, and B base is DB. So 1 upon under root 3 is equal to AB I want to find, that's the height of the building. DB I have already find, that is 50 root 3. So 50 and this root 3 will come here, meters. Now cross multiply. So 50 divided by under root 3 is AB into under root 3. So this time it becomes 50 by under root 3 and into under root 3 is equal to AB, right? So that means 50 divided by 3 is equal to AB meters. So you can leave it in fraction also because it's a it's non-terminating actually. If you divide 50 by 3, so I think you will get 3 into 1 is 3, right? Then 20. So 3 into 6 is 18. Then again 20. So 6, 6, 6, 6. So it will keep on coming like this. So you can leave it in fraction then, right? Okay, done.
Ma'am, so if we don't need the hypotenuse, we should use tan?
Yes, because hypotenuse comes in sine and cos, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So we are not interested in this side. Like this side is of no use in this problem, right? We are looking at either the height of things here, because we have tower, pole, building, statue, those kinds of things. So either we are interested in finding the distances between them, or we are interested in finding their height. So most of the time we use tan, because hypotenuse is not of use here in these kind of situations, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Question number 10 now. Two poles of equal height are standing opposite to each other on either side of the road. So there's a road, right, which is 80-meter wide. So this road is 80-meter wide. And then the two towers of equal height are standing. Two poles. From a point between them, I'm sorry. Are you able to see my screen?
No, ma'am.
Oh, wait. Now is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sorry, it got hanged actually. All right, so there are two towers, poles, which are of equal height on the either side of the road. From a point between them on the road, the angle of elevation of the top of the pole are 60 and 30. So obviously the point is not in the center, right? Otherwise the angle will have to be equal. So somewhat shifted. So let's say the point is here. So one angle is 60 degree and one is 30 degree. So obviously this is more steep. So this is 60 degree, right? And the another one is 30 degree. Is this clear, Rida?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, because the slope you can see higher, right? This is like this, and this one is more standing like this. So obviously the like angle will be higher. Okay. Find the height of the poles and the distance of the point from the poles. So if both are of having height h, so you want to find h in this problem. And if this is the point P, so basically you want the distance BP, right? And you also want the distance DP. So these are the three things you have to find in this problem. Okay, now if I look at, again, see, hypotenuse is of no use. So I'll stick to tan only because I'm interested in height and the distances between the poles and points, etc. If I'm using tan in triangle ABP, again, I have only one thing, that is perpendicular. I don't have base, right? So in terms of h, I can find no problem. In triangle ABP, let's say, my tan of 60 degree is perpendicular by base. So AB divided by BP. Clear? Now this is under root 3, AB is H and then BP. So this gives you BP is H upon under root 3. So at least in terms of H, I have found this. Mark it 1. Right. Now come to another triangle. Now in triangle CDP, again tan of 30° is CD divided by PD, right? PD also, I don't know. What will I do? Anyway, this is 1 upon under root 3 is equal to CD is again H and then divided by PD.
Ma'am, we can do PD as BD minus BP, right?
I'm thinking of giving it some name X or something, or anyway, right in like this only. So it is PD and minus of BP, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what will I get from here? If I give it some name in the problem, let me call this one X, right? Then this distance will become how much? 80 minus of X, right? Just to make things a bit simpler. Is this correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in place of BP, like I can write X here. So ultimately X I'm getting H upon under root 3. So instead of writing this, I can write PD as 80 minus of X, right? And then the X value I can put from here. So it cross multiply, or you put the value first. So 1 upon under root 3 is H upon 80 minus. So from 1 you can put H upon under root 3, right? Now this is one equation and one variable. So you can solve it for H. Okay. See, it was important to give name X. Otherwise, in terms of BP and PD, you cannot solve it. So that's why we have involved a variable so that we can solve it. Now you solve it for X. So for H, 1 upon under root 3 is equal to H upon, take LCM, under root 3. So that becomes 80 under root 3 minus of H, right? Am I doing it correct? I hope so. 1 upon under root 3 is equal to, so that becomes H under root 3. Now cross multiply. So I'm doing here 80 under root 3 minus of H is equal to H under root 3 into 3 under root 3. So 80 under root 3 minus of H is equal to 3H, right? Just a minute. Let me solve it and check I'm getting the right answer or not. So 3H plus H, that becomes your 4H. So H becomes 20 under root 3 meter. So I'm getting the height of the tower as 20 under root 3. I think this should be correct, right? And from equation number 1, I can find my X. So from equation 1, X is actually equal to H upon under root 3. So 20 under root 3 divided by under root 3. So X is equal to 20 meter. So the position of the point P from the pole AB is 20 meter, right? So, I mean, this you can conclude like this, that therefore, position of point P from pole AB is equal to 20 meter, or position, or you can say distance of point P from pole AB is 20 meter, and therefore distance of point P from pole, the other pole CD, is how much? 80 minus of x, that means 80 minus of 20, that means 60 meter. Yeah, Hamna, any problem in this question?
No, ma'am.
Rida,
No, ma'am.
Harsha?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So once you have written, just let me know.
Ma'am, can you scroll it?
Hmm.
Ma'am, done.
Okay. Okay, done all of you. Next question now. Question number 11th. Now, a TV tower stands vertically on a bank of a canal. Okay, what is a canal? Yes, who will tell me what is a canal?
Ma'am, a river kind of. A kind of a river.
Yeah, okay, it looks like, but actually it's a man-made body for, I mean, it's like this, for example, let's say this is land, okay? This is your land, and then you have sea on both the sides. So if you make a cut here so that the water can flow through it, so this passage will be called as canal. Got it?
Okay.
So this is canal. Uh, a few days before there was a news, not few days, I mean few months before, about Suez Canal, if you have heard. There was a big ship which was stuck in the Suez Canal, right? Anybody heard about that news?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So actually the water level was not very deep, so it could not float. It got stuck in that canal. And so, I mean, the whole world got into action that how to take it out. Anyway, so there's a canal, let's say here. A TV tower stands vertically on the bank of a canal. So you have a TV tower which is standing vertically, right? From a point on the other bank directly opposite to the tower. So on the other bank directly opposite to this point, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 60 degree. So this angle of elevation, let's say this is the top, this is 60 degree, right? From another point 20 meter away from this point. So the point is again 20 meter away from this point on the line joining this point to the foot. I mean, it is on the same line 20 meter away. So there's another point here. From here, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 30 degree. Find the height of the tower and the width of the canal. So height of the tower you have to find and width of the canal. That means if I call it ABC, so you have to find CB, right? And you have to find AB. These two things in this problem. Again, let me give it some name X, okay? This CB distance. And
How will CB be the width?
okay, read the question again. A TV tower stands vertically on the bank of the canal, right? Now, from a point on the other bank, directly opposite to the tower. Now, let's say this is the canal which is flowing, right? The tower is at this position, okay? So you have to take the point exactly opposite. I mean, the point can be here also, the point can be here also, but you have to take the point exactly opposite. I mean, from this point you're looking. So that's your point C. Got it? This is the point B. Understood? I mean, this is a top view. So from this point C, which is on the other bank of the canal, so that means X is the width of the canal.
Yes, ma'am.
And this point D is on the land. Understood? From C, the land starts. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Got the picture? And this is water here. So this way the problem is. All right, so I'm calling it X. Again, let's take one triangle. So in triangle ACB, let's say tan of 60 degree is perpendicular. That means AB divided by base, that is CB. So under root 3 is H upon X. So I can find my X in terms of H, that is H upon root 3. You can find H in terms of X also, X in terms of H also, no problem, because ultimately I'm going to substitute one of the variable so that my equation reduces to one variable only. Got the point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So you can find H also from here, you can find X also, no problem. Now go back to another triangle. In triangle ADB, again tan of 630 degree, perpendicular upon base. So perpendicular is AB, base is now DB. This is 1 upon under root 3 is AB is again H. DB will now be 20 plus X, right? So I'll substitute X here. So 1 upon under root 3 is equal to H upon 20 plus H upon under root 3. So from 1 I'm substituting. Okay. Right. Now solve it. You can substitute H also if you wish, no problem. Like from here, if you want to find H, H will be X into under root 3, right? Let me solve it with substituting H. So 1 upon under root 3 is, in place of H, I'm writing X under root 3 divided by 20 plus X. So it's easier to solve, isn't it? So first solve for X. So 20 plus X is under root 3 multiplied by X under root 3. So 20 plus X is 3X, right? So 20 is equal to 3X minus X, that is 2X. So X will come out to be 10 from here, 10 meters. So my width of the canal is coming out to be 10 meter. So now X I have got, I can find H. So from 1, if you call it 1. So from 1, yeah, H is equal to X into under root 3. So that means 10 under root 3 meters. right? So you can conclude with line. No, what you want, height of the tower and the width of the canal both. Okay, so width of the canal is equal to x, which is 10 meter, and height of the tower, which is h, which is equal to 10 into under root 3 meters. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now question number 12. See, it's a good question, 12th one. From the top of a 7-meter high building. So you are looking from the top of a building. So it's important to mark ground. That's why I always call you to mark your ground first of all. That's your ground, right? Okay. So from the top of a 7-meter high building. So you have a building which is 7-meter high. And from the building top, you are looking at something. Elevation of the top of a cable tower is 60 degrees. So there's a tower some on the other side. So from the top of the building, you are looking at it, right? So that's your line of, that's your horizontal level, right? That's the level of your eye. So this is your horizontal level, and this angle is 60 degrees. So angle will be made with the horizontal level. Understood? And the
Yes,
angle
ma'am.
of depression of its foot is 45 degrees. So you are also looking at the foot of the tower like this. So this angle is 45 degree. Determine the height of the tower. So if A, B is the height of the tower that you have to find. C, let me call it D, and E. Yeah. Again, see hypotenuse, I'm not interested. I'm interested in perpendiculars here. So stick to tan. Let's take which triangle I can take here. See, if this side is 7 meter, this side is also 7 meter, isn't it? Obviously, it's not looking like 7 meter in this picture, but anyway, it's 7 meter because from the ground and the horizontal levels are parallel to each other. Okay. If I take this triangle, in triangle BDC, right? I know the perpendicular, I can find the base. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So tan of 45 degree is perpendicular. That means BD upon CD. So 1 is equal to BD, that is 7 meter, and CD I want to find. So CD becomes 7 meters. Now come to another triangle. In triangle ACD, tan of 60 is again perpendicular by base. So perpendicular is AD divided by base is CD. So under root 3 is AD I want to find. CD I've already found 7 meter. So that gives me AD is 7 by under root 3 meters. Fine. So how much is the height of the tower? Height of the tower is equal to AD plus BD. Fine, Rita.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, because the height will be calculated from the ground, not from the horizontal level. It is from the ground. So AD is 7 by under root 3, and BD, how much is BD? That is 7. Now solve it. So take LCM under root 3. This is 7 plus 7 under root 3. So you can take 7 common, and 1 plus under root 3 divided by under root 3.
Ma'am, AD would be 7 root 3, right?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay. That will make my things easier also. Sorry, it's not 7 by root 3. She's correct. It's 7 root 3. Good. So 7 under root 3 and plus 7, right? Meters. So you can take 7 common and under root 3 plus 1 meter. So this should be the answer. Height of the tower. So I hope you have done it. Okay, written all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
13th question now. Again, a good question. Now, as observed from the top of a 75-meter high lighthouse from the sea level. So that's your sea, obviously not ground this time, right? And like from this level of sea, the height of the lighthouse is given. So this is your lighthouse, which is 75-meter high. Got it? All right. The angle of depression of two ships are 30 degree and 45 degree. So there are two ships. If one ship is exactly behind the other on the same side of the lighthouse. See, obviously you have sea here also. So one ship can be this side, another ship can be this side. But in the question it is written, they are on the same side of the lighthouse. So let's say my one ship is here, another ship is here. Okay, same side. So you are looking from here at this point. Understood? At this point. This is you, red one, observer. So where is the horizontal level? Obviously at the level of your eye. So this is your horizontal level, isn't it? Fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, angle of depressions are 30 and 45. So you're looking at one ship from here and another ship from here. So angle of depression, obviously the smaller one is 30 degree and this one is 45 degree. Is this clear? Don't directly write your angle here because in the problem you are sitting here at the top of the lighthouse. Understood? So you have to mark your angles here from your horizontal level. Got the picture?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine, Amna? Okay. Now, obviously, there's no triangle formed as we can see in the picture. So we have to mark our angles here. So that's basically for the solution purpose we will mark it. But the real life problem is will be seen from your horizontal level. Now, these two lines are parallel and it's a transversal which is intersecting. So this angle is going to be equal to this angle. What
Yes,
kind
ma'am.
of angles they are?
Alternate interior angles.
Yes, alternate interior angles. So this angle is going to be how much? This is 45 degree, right? Because from here it is 45. So from here it will be 45, right? And then from here 30. So this will be 30 degree. Is this clear, Rida?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now we will mark the angles inside the triangles. Now what I want to find here, you have to find the distance between the two ships. So if I call it AB, so AB you want to find, right? This is C, this is D, any name you can give. So I want to find AB in this problem. So ultimately you want to find the base of the two triangles and then you are going to subtract to find AB. That's it, right? Perpendicular, you know, both the triangles are having the same perpendicular. Clear? DC.
Yes.
So take one at a time. In triangle DCA, right? This is my D point. DCA, tan of 45 degree is perpendicular by base. That means DC by CA. So 1 is equal to, DC is given 75 divided by CA. So this will give you CA is equal to 75 meters, right? I've got CA. Now come to another triangle. In triangle DCB, again tan of 30 degree is perpendicular, that is DC upon CB. 1 upon under root 3 is equal to, DC is again 75 meters, CB I want to find. So CB becomes 75 into under root 3 meters, right? So the distance between the ships will be is equal to the complete CB minus AB, CA, right?
Yes, ma'am.
CB minus CA. So this is equal to CB is 75 under root 3 minus CA is 75 and 75 common under root 3 minus 1 meter. That's the distance between the ships. You can put the value of under root 3 also here and solve it further if you wish. It's 1.732, right? Minus 1 meters. So 75 into 0.732, or take up to 2 decimal places only, meters, and then you can multiply and write whatever you get.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, next problem. Is my voice clear? A 1.2 meter. Can you hear me, all of you, properly?
Ma'am, it's a bit
Yes,
low.
ma'am.
Okay, wait. Now is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. A 1.2 meter tall girl spots a balloon. So mark your ground first of all. That's your ground. Now a 1.2 meter tall girl. So there's a girl whose height is 1.2 meters. Okay, that's the height of the girl. It spots a balloon moving with the wind in a horizontal line at a distance of 88.2 meters from the ground. So there's a balloon she's pointing out, right? There's a balloon flowing, air balloon. You must have seen some on the top of the buildings, etc., right? Air balloon at a height of 88.2. So the height is 88.2 meters. All right. The angle of elevation of the balloon from the eyes of the girl at any instance is 60 degrees. So first of all, you will mark the horizontal level because the eyes are here, right? And from the horizontal level, she is looking at the balloon. So at any instance, this angle is 60 degree. Clear? After some time, the angle of elevation reduces to 30 degree. If the angle is reducing, that means the balloon is going further. See, just see one thing. It's a balloon, right? Now with the flow of air, it moves like this. Sometimes it comes here, sometimes it goes there, right? It just swing like this, isn't it? Like
Yes,
it's not dead. I mean, it's not simply standing like this. It's a string which basically flows with air. So sometimes it comes at this point, sometimes it goes away. So let's say the balloon actually, goes away. It comes here at any point of time. So if she's looking at it, this time the angle becomes 30 degree like this. The height obviously will remain same. Got it? So you can like compact the picture a little bit, but so give it some name. If she is AB, this is CD, this is EF. All right. What you want to find? After some time, the angle of elevation reduces to 30. Find the distance traveled by the balloon during the interval. Okay, so this distance you want to find. This distance, right? That means DF. This distance is same as DF, isn't it?
yes,
So basically DF you want to find here in this problem. Okay, how we will do it? So take one triangle at a time. If this height is 1.2, then this height is also 1.2, right? So
yes,
if I call this point, let's say P, how much is CP? CP is 88.2 minus 1.2, right, Rita? So this is how much? 0, then 8 minus 1, 78, sorry, 87.87 meter. Yes. So this height is 87 meters. Clear? Now you take this triangle. So in triangle CAP, I can do tan of 60 degree is perpendicular by base. That means CP divided by AP, right? So under root 3 is CP, which is 87 meters, and AP I want to find. So this gives me AP is 87 by under root 3 meters. Clear? Okay, please write it up till here. Okay, now come back to another triangle. Uh, See, the horizontal level is this. So again, this, if I call it S, let's say, so ES is again 87 meters, right? Because ES is same as CP.
yes,
Okay. So now take this triangle. In triangle AES. Can you see in the picture, Hamna? AES. So tan of 30 degree is perpendicular. That means ES divided by base, that is AS. Now this is 1 upon under root 3 is equal to ES is 87 meters and AS I want to find. So AS is 87 into under root 3 meters, right? Now the distance traveled by the balloon is how much? Distance traveled by the balloon is your complete distance AS minus your distance AP. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Rida, is this clear? So this distance I'm calculating, this one, because this distance is same as this CE or DF, all are same. So AS I have found that is 87 under root 3.
Ma'am, your voice is too low.
Okay, 87 under root 3 and then 87 upon under root 3. Right? So simply solve it. This becomes, take 87 common. So under root 3 minus 1 upon under root 3. So 87, take LCM. So under root 3, it will be 3 minus 1. So 2 into 87 is how much? Sorry, 2 by under root 3. So we can rationalize it. Under root 3 by under root 3. Right? So just solve it and get the answer. Now, Hamna and Harsha, you tell me, like, have you got the assignment of trigonometry on the portal?
Ma'am, I didn't get it.
But it has been uploaded on the portal. Have you checked it?
Ma'am, I'll check again.
See, once it is active on the portal, there's a group, WhatsApp group, in which I think you must have received a message, right, about the assignment. Right, Hamna?
Yes, ma'am.
So have you seen access it?
Ma'am, my portal has some issue. Like, it just keeps saying that the subscription has expired.
So have you contacted the office for it?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you are not able to see it on the portal, at least get it on the WhatsApp from them. Send them a message that you're not able to access it from the portal. So send me on my WhatsApp. They will give it to you, right? Because ultimately, and I'm telling you again and again, it remains active only for 2 days. I mean, today, if I'm going to active one assignment, you have to finish it before the next class so that we can also discuss a few questions from that. Anyway, Harsha, just download it today, because after 2 days, you're not able to submit it. You will able to see this assignment, but you will not be able to submit it on the portal. But at least download it, try to do all the questions, and in case, because there are 1 or 2 questions, I just wanted you to attempt, and then I'll discuss it with you later on. Right? So Harsha, because yeah, in your test also you have made a little mistakes in trigonometry. So I just want you to do the assignments to get a grip on the chapter. Okay. All right. Okay, then I'm ending the class today. We will continue. Only 2 questions are remaining. And then I'm planning to start arithmetic progression after this. Okay. Okay. All right. We can leave now.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, ma'am.